Delta Force, trash, garbage, not good at all. Are these things true about this title here? I don't know. I don't feel like Delta Force is garbage at all. Matter of fact, quite the contrary. I feel as though Delta Force is a great game, something that's very exquisite, remarkable even in some ways, and a game that's going to make a lot of noise this year. Matter of fact, might be a prospect for multiplayer game of the year, in my eyes. But other folks don't feel that way, and a lot of people in my community, we all gather in my comment section and have debates, and I'm going to bring up some highlight comments that you folks have left for me within this video here. But beyond that, we have a huge week for Delta Force. We have Steam Next Fest going down this week here. From October 14th through to the 21st, you could play Delta Force, all right? Now, guys, you're going to want to get your hands on all the Twitch drop goodies and cosmetics that are headed your way. So make sure that you link up with your favorite streamer. I don't care who it is, but sit in there, participate, get these cosmetic skins, and ball out on the field. Also, as well, we are going to be getting 4 game modes: A&D, King of the Hill, Siege, and Blitz. All right, that's for my Havoc Warfare folks out there. And of course, we're going to be bringing back the classic maps here. We have Cracked and then also Ascension. Also, Hazard Operations will be seeing Zero Dawn, Laley Grove, and Space City. Also, on top of that, guys, we will have all the operators unlocked, all the weapons as well unlocked. So there's going to be a plethora of things you could hop into this week for the Steam Next Fest. Oh baby, I don't know about you, but I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited, baby. I'm very happy to hop back into Delta Force and get some gameplay on me, and also just check out what's new and get that Delta Force itch scratched. You know what I mean? Get that scratch. But you guys know how this goes. I must ask you the question: Delta Force, is this going to be your multiplayer game of the year? Does this have potential to sit in that pocket? Does it beat out Call of Duty? Does it really beat out Call of Duty in your mind? Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. And guys, remember, there's no right or wrong answer. I just need real responses, and let's have a discussion down below. Now, with all that out the way, let's get to your guys' comments about Delta Force. This is going to be really interesting. I'm pretty excited to dive into some of these comments. But before we do, if you like Delta Force, make sure that you give this video a big like. And if you want to stay up to date on anything Delta Force related, please consider subscribing to the channel today. Firefox states, another dude overhyping Delta Force. Delta Force is not good at all. Doesn't feel like a Battlefield at all. It's like Call of Duty Ground War, and that's nothing, I believe he meant to say, that Battlefield players want. Delta Force has many problems: bad netcode, clunky movement, crappy vehicles, no destruction, etc. Havoc Warfare just does not feel good. I want Battlefield like Battlefield 3 and 4. End quote. Firefox, first of all, thank you for your comment. I appreciate it. Even though I really don't agree with you here at all, I feel as though that Delta Force is its own thing, and provided that it doesn't have everything that you would like to see within the title in comparison to a Battlefield, I feel like Delta Force does a lot well. I feel like their map design is great. I feel like how the weapon handles and rifle responsiveness is great. I like the attention to detail that they have in their maps, in points of interest within the maps that make for these 3-lane battles and chaotic landscapes just fun to play. I feel like Delta Force has a lot of things that are going right for it in comparison to being wrong, if you understand what I'm saying there. I only see Delta Force improving over time and not going backwards, okay? The only thing that really worries me is going to be cheaters, because this is a free-to-play title, and shit, man. Cheaters are going to be abundant. Let's just keep it real. Cheaters are going to run rampant in this game, and hopefully we have something to counteract that and mitigate these cheaters within this game. But beyond that, I feel like Delta Force is not a bad game. I feel like the game's pretty dope. I think it's fun. You guys agree? I think we all agree on that. But Firefox, thank you for your comment. Solitude Gaming states, Delta Force is cool, but it's majorly flawed. They lied in their marketing. Destruction is basically non-existent and suffers from the same problem as modern Battlefield. They make few small destruction elements and then pretend it's huge. If Delta Force brought us back to Battlefield Bad Company 2/Battlefield 3 destruction, then I'll take interest. End quote. Now, I'm going to be real with you guys here. Battlefield destruction, it meant something to me, but It wasn't everything to me, okay? However, for some gamers, I completely understand having destruction within Battlefield as a franchise overall meant everything for the experience. And even to some degree, I can agree with that, right? But in Delta Force, destruction not being super destructive and everything crumbling to the ground, it did enough for me. You know what I mean? I seen buildings crumble. I seen enough destruction to satisfy me. Now, with that said, the big aspect that I enjoy about Delta Force is the gameplay itself and the thought that it takes to capture objectives and how to approach doing so. You know what I mean? Just thinking and strategizing with your comrades on how you're going to overthrow the enemy. That's the part that I particularly enjoy. That's just me. And I personally think Delta Force does an okay job at it. Nothing too bad. Scout Bullet states here, never came across your channel and you made an amazing video. Thank you, Scout. I appreciate that, sir. But I do want to point out the you can't beat free thing. In theory, yes, a free game is best because it literally is free. Laugh out loud. But as we've seen in the gaming industry in the past 5 to 6 years, free games most of the times equals a highly monetized microtransactional hell that invests most, if not all, of its resources on this practice rather than making the game better, plus an absolute playground for cheaters. I'd rather pay for a game that will focus more on gameplay due to its funds coming from the game purchase, and if a cheater gets banned, he'll actually have to buy the game again in order to keep cheating, which increases the chances of the cheater to back off from the game. End quote. Scout, I see where you're getting at here, and that's really a great comment. It really is, honestly. That's how come it's featured here in this video. Paying a premium for games could alleviate the cheater situation to a degree, but I still feel like there will be enough cheaters that will still play the game regardless. And you and I both know this. Now, in reference to the monetization of Delta Force, this could be a tricky uphill battle. I'm just going to keep it real. Microtransactions suck to me, right? I'm not too big of a fan of these microtransactions within games, but this is the world that we live in 2024, and this is how the gaming industry has been for quite some time, and I don't see them stopping anytime soon, to be honest with you. Hopefully, microtransactions don't cheapen this game's experience and just make you and I go crazy, right? If we see too many of them. But I get this is their bread and butter, and this is how they essentially get their money. The biggest thing that I could personally do is just pray to God that the microtransactions are not too heavy within Delta Force. And I'm praying that they're not. But with that said, I have to be realistic. This is how they get their money. And I have a feeling we're going to see quite a few of them, unfortunately. Speaking of bad games, have you checked out Off the Grid? This game is currently controversial due to the simple fact that we're having a tug of war of opinions. Some say the game is great. Some people say the game is unoptimized trash. Now, with that said, I have a discussion in this video here in front of you concerning just that. Be sure to click on this video here, and I'll be sure to see you there.